All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Just going to take a look at another one of these hot takes. People do enjoy the hot take videos, and we have quite a few days until the World Tournament. There is actually a ton of showcases I'm going to be able to do once the actual World Tournament hits, right? We're going to have LR Jackie Chun, Piccolo Jr., this Trunks. There's also going to be the Kid Krillin, who I don't think I have at all at the moment. This one right here. There's going to be a Yamcha card, which I've never been able to rainbow. We'll be able to do a showcase for him. There's the Max Power Jackie Chun. I'll be able to do a showcase for him finally. This guy came out in March of 2020. I've still not rainbowed him. Right? I like it. It's Jackie Chun Max Power. Never been able to get him. And then there's also Shen, who I'll be able to do a showcase on as well. Because remember, there is going to be the update where we're going to be able to purchase these characters with Mr. Satan signatures. So that's going to be very, very exciting. But that is still several days away. And the content train never stops. I got to get another Platinum video out. This week, I must hold myself to getting the Silent Hill 2 Platinum video out. I actually have several of those videos I could do. I've been sitting on the footage, but usually it takes me a while to make those videos. Blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. So we got some hot takes. So this is October 30th. So, oh, look, I'm tagged. Okay. So remember, this would be pre-Goma, right? Or any Android type thing. So we'll see what we got here. So number one, I see people constantly crying about Frieza. He's the second coming of absolute dog shit, and I'm just like, WTF. On Omega's team, he's amazing. Yeah, I mean, so that Frieza himself, the thing about it, remember, right now in these ridiculously powerful fights, these like super toxic, like GDC power creep fights, like pretty much every character can kind of get slapped around if the conditions are right. So people just kind of, they pick and choose which characters it's okay to sometimes take damage and sometimes not take damage is kind of what it is, right? This Frieza can still be super valuable with his active skill, can really be a huge game changer. If we go to the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fight, right, you can do half or more of Goten and Trunks' HP in one turn with Frieza. Frieza actually, I would say, is very good. Very, very good. Remember, the problem, we're just going to do this song and dance for a while, I'm sure, is just the way these fights were structured more than anything, right? Okay. So, remember, so Trunks here is writing this, not knowing that they were going to be a top TUR, right? Damn near GDC level. I've seen people like GDC LR level. I've seen people really sensitive that I said that. I did it as a tweet where I was saying, I don't think Easy A's will fix the Android team because they need like a GDC LR level character. And referring to these guys, I was like, they got it. I would say they're not quite GDC LR level, which I would kind of just vaguely say is like top 5 in the game level. Like if I say GDC LR level, I'm saying top 5 in the game level. This unit feels more so like top 10 in the game level to me than like top 5 level. I think them and Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku are very close in terms of how good they are. So yeah, this character is crazy. So writing off units being gimmicky is ridiculous. Tech Android's top 10 for years because of their gimmicks, and Fat Boo it applies to. AJL UI Goku it applies to. I mean, these characters do these specialized things. I mean, it's like, bro, like here's my top 10 TUR list. Pull this up. You could make a case of like in Fat Boo. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, if we really wanted to be generous, could we say Fat Boo is number 1 on here? I'm serious. I'm serious. Like if you wanted to be just as, like, I don't know. I feel like you probably could. Like, if you really, that's why, I've said, I'd like to just leave Fat Boo off at this point. But, I mean, you probably could make a compelling argument that Fat Boo could be 1 here. I know it sounds ridiculous, but, I mean, it's, it's pretty, yeah, that's crazy. Doesn't matter if unit gets caught if it never happens, especially for this in Fat Boo when the seams are popping off. He's popping off. Yeah, it's what could be tough for Fat Boo I think would be a fight that would go on much longer, right? Like, especially in these kind of like short fights, Fat Buu is perfect. You know, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, and Goku Black and Zamasu and stuff. When the fights are a little bit longer, that's where like some of these gimmick characters, it's not really as effective, right? Tech androids, although now the tech androids is just an elite character, so they'd be fine in a 10-turn fight. But like Fat Buu could probably struggle if it was like a 10-turn fight, right? Oh, okay. Fat Buu is always the best TR above Super Saiyan 3 Goku release. Nah. I'm gonna disagree. Here's the thing. Things like can be true in the moment, and then they change as time goes on. Like, I would tell you, I thought that during the 9th anniversary, so this is like, again, directly to, oh wow, yeah, we went right there. There you go. During the 9th anniversary, like the day these guys came out, I definitely would have told you Evolution Blue Vegeta was better than UI Goku. And I feel like that's kind of like thinking on that in hindsight, was that wrong to say? No. Like, I feel like that's correct. Like, the day they came out in Evolution Blue Vegeta was better. But as power creep kicks up, and if it's not crazy dodge canceling, UI Goku with dodge will always out-age, right? Like, things will change. The day these guys came out, nah, dude, I'm taking Super Saiyan 3. I mean, Fat Boo's right there, for sure, but I'm taking Super Saiyan 3, for sure. Superclass Buu Saga was wonky as hell. I don't remember that. I remember just W's. That's all I remember. Super Saiyan 3 Invincible. That's what I remember. Extreme Class had the best synergy with all easy as blah, 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 blah. They were both crazy. They were both nuts. Like, let me just take a look. I want to look at... I'm going to pull up the first... So, back then, I didn't do TURs. It would be Dokkan Festival exclusive non-EZA TURs would be the list. So their release would have been like the 25th of April. So let's take a look here. So here's my first. This is April 29th, 2024. So I think I was still playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Here's what I had going right here. This is April 29th. Yeah. Yep, Vegeta, Topo. Topo was really underrated when he first came out. People hated Topo. They were hating on him hard. Topo was good. Frieza, unfortunately, let's see, Android 16, things could have gone bad for Android 16, and he could have ended up going down the Frieza path, but I think even just how good this character is, that did not happen, and I think Android 16, he's not going to end up being a Frieza-type release. The Frieza release is the worst, where it's just like, he could have been really good, but he actually had no help whatsoever. I don't know if there's ever been a Dokkan Fest who's gotten less help than that first form Frieza. I'm serious. I think he might be the character that Dokkan left to die the most, almost like of anything. Even Kale, Dokkan Fest Kale, she was a failure. One of the main reasons was because I thought the LR Kale and Khalifa EZA was not good, right? But they gave Kale an EZA. Frieza didn't get an EZA. It was fucking Bardock, right? Look at Gamma 1, dude. Jesus Christ. It was a year and a half after he came out. What a demon. What a demon Gamma 1 was. Uh-oh. Bro, you can't have these two next to each other. I'm sorry. No. This is not... No, buddy. These are not the same thing, right? This is like, the recent Great Ape event. Giant Ape fight. In some of these long videos lately, I've been doing runs. Where's a long video? Yeah, here we go, right here. All right. In some of these long videos, we've been dropping fights in this right here, the Giant Team Bardock fight, against all of the Great Apes. A lot of these fights are actually really rather fun, right? Oh, look, there's Super Saiyan 4 Goku, very underrated character right now. But I mean, that is like some of those fights, the structure of them kind of similar to this. This is just like, I mean, Dokkan Twitter, one of their favorite words, nothing burger. That's what these are. Gimmick fights majority of the time are not fun in the slightest. Yeah, see, I know why people hated the Peppy Gal stuff. I loved it. I love the Great Ape events, right? Again, the intensifying fights is not part of this. Oh, I haven't done most of the Peppy Gal fights. Oh, now you're just crying, buddy. Stop it. Those Peppy Gal fights, you could do shit like just run Tech Vegito now and destroy it. Please be serious, buddy. And remember, intensifying fights, I mean, I think these are kind of just like they're just like nothing. Find them so annoying to complete. Most of these nowadays are just like a joke, though. It's literally just like beat the boss fast and with like new like demonic power or something like that. The intensifying fights, those are not very good content, unfortunately. The Bulma fight and some of those, though, I mean, they might be tricky for people, right? Gimmick fights can be fun, though. So Trinks like the Broly worldwide events. Yeah, it's funny. Most players weren't really too interested in those because remember the big criticism of this worldwide characters were good. You could, I think that this celebration, the Broly movie worldwide, is in discussion for like strongest like 4 LRs, right? It would be this 9th anniversary and GDC. I think GDC probably does win. But the Broly movie one is right there, and so is 9th anniversary of like the best like overall quality of like all the summonable characters. But this celebration had a ton of content, but the content wasn't like that good, that engaging, that fun. That was the problem. Up until kind of like the EX part when they dropped EZA Gogeta and Janemba, along with the memorable battle fights, which were huge. Gimmick, the way the missions work. Yeah, because remember, it was like you'd bring like Goten would power Broly up, but bringing Kid Trunks would weaken Broly. Shit like that, right? Broly gaining stats who you run the fight. Yeah, almost like burst mode where you control stronger bosses. They should use this idea again. Yeah. Maybe something like Jiren, right? If you run, UI Goku, Jiren gets way stronger. But if you run Frieza, Jiren gets... Because remember, Frieza was beating the fuck out of Jiren with the psychological warfare. That Frieza... All those golden Friezas, they're on Battle of Wits, right? They should be. Because that was a huge factor in them beating Jiren, was Frieza destroying Jiren with words. Battle of Wits, yeah, and correctly so, yeah. Frieza was talking that shit, dude. So that could be fun, right? Jiren, who gets stronger if you have UI Goku, because he's bringing out Jiren's full potential, but the Jiren will get weaker if you have Golden Frieza, because Frieza's talking shit and breaking Jiren's focus, right? Yeah. Okay, so TDC was very bad. I mean, there's no one, no one is gonna... has a differing opinion. TDC was just not good. TDC is the reason why the game feels dry or dead. They always do this. No, it's not Baby's fault. I do think a lot of it does have to do with the character. I mean, we saw this where, like, the celebrate... Dude, it's the character. The game did not feel dry or dead when they dropped Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Right? Like, the celebrations were similar. Besides just the character. It's just it is what it is. Right? Like, poor Trunks has the baby Gohan and Goten as his profile pic, who's one of the least hype characters we've had, but that's what it is. It's characters. I mean, people, they'll fight that shit. I think it's to defend their favorites or whatever, but, I mean, character choice does matter for people's interests. It's just how it is, right? Had barely any EZAs, that is true. Challenging events were not it. Although, I mean, yeah, we're getting good like, runs out of that Broly Red Zone now. I would sort of defend... the Red Zone, the Pure Saiyan Red Zone was okay. It wasn't the worst ever, not the best ever, but it was okay. But yeah, the EZAs was, to me, the major problem. Yes, for sure. Leave a 5 out of 10 celebration and another 5 out of 10 celebration. Yeah, sorry. The baby celebration was better than 5 out of 10, though. That's, like, literally not true. That's the thing secretly about this year that, again, people want to try and pretend doesn't exist. The Tao celebration, the baby celebration were actually, like, very good. Those were, like, great, like, monthly celebrations, but people didn't give a fuck because it was Tao and baby. Sorry, guys. This is the truth, man. So I cannot tell a lie, man. This is the truth. I'm sorry. No, buddy. See, they try it. Keep trying it. Keep trying it. I'll be here to tell you correctly what actually happened every time. In 2 years, when we're doing hot take videos, I will be here to tell you guys, no, it's not because Tao's celebration was bad. It's not because of Million Arena. It's not because of Golden Week. It's because no one gave a fuck about Tao. That is why. Sorry. Characters, kit, and aesthetics being great has more weight to a celebration being good than just the content that's shopping. I mean, both can matter. I do think, like, this is really, really important, right? Like, people, like, when animations are super good and it's a popular character and they got good OSTs and stuff. Like, remember how much work the OST for Carnival Revive Super Saiyan Goku did during that Cooler movie celebration? That OST, like, that really brought aura and energy to the celebration. The OST that plays in your Revive. Damn, dude. Pretty soon, this guy's probably easing in the next 2 months, chat. Like, this guy. Because remember, this is the first Carnival LR. So I would assume he's going to be the first Carnival LR to easy. Oh my god, dude. I can hear the OST in my head and shit. Oh! Man, this shit was so hard. Oh my god. Dude, Goku's aura is just off the charts. Jesus. That's gonna be a sick easy A, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, you have more weight to celebration than just the content that's dropping. Yeah, to an extent, but like if the content is really bad, people do tend to get very, very upset. Content is immaculate, but the units suck, then it's not fun for anyone. Well, I don't, like, at content immaculate, but the units suck. That's not what happened here. Content immaculate, but the units suck. I would also say that's not what happened here. So I'm not really too sure. I thought the kit and aesthetics for the fusions were, you know, perfect. They were fine. I just, like, what is being said here, I just don't agree with these celebrations. Which would this apply to? Well, I mean, it's the Broly movie celebration, right? Like this, where the characters were great, you know, animations, OSTs. I thought a lot of it was really good for that Broly movie celebration, but then the content was shit. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. Possessed Gohan and Goten and Gohan are an amazing pick for Yellow Coin LR. I would have to say no. I mean, I'm not really, like, super mad that they're the LR. But, like, I would not say they're an amazing pick. I do think they're a good pick in the sense that they are kind of like what we would want in, okay, we did a baby celebration, right? Geared around baby, Dokkan Fest baby. And rather than being like, okay, let's press the hype button and drop, like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku or something like that, which, you know, people would care way more about. They're like, let's just make sure baby has got help. I like that. I do. But I mean, fuck no. I'm not going to... An amazing pick? I'm sorry, bud. I see that they're one of your faves. Nothing wrong with that, but amazing pick is too strong. Do I think that they shouldn't have been an LR? I don't know that I'd even say that, right? Like, I don't know. It's... peaks and valleys, I think, is important. Dokkan dropped this character, who's one of the least interest releases ever, but then they followed up with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's exactly what they should do. So, like, it just makes me not upset. Like, you know, Tao, most people didn't give a fuck about him, but then we led right into the GDC, which me and many would consider the best celebration in Dokkan history. So, like, I'm not even upset that Tao got it, like, right? Like, that's how that Dokkan is doing it this year. I think they're handling, like, these releases very well, like, in who they're picking and then timing it with what's coming up, right? I think they're doing a great job. I do not understand what all the negativity is about. It's because no one gives a fuck about them. That's brother. People do not give two shits about these guys. That's why. Like, it's not deeper than that. They just don't care about this character. That's why. They should at least be on the same level of hype as Turles, who's basically evil Goku. Yeah, Turles is just like, but he's like the villain of a movie. Like, like the thing with Baby Gohan and Goten, like these guys, these aren't even like the boss character. They're like, I mean, I dropped Nothing Burger again. Like, they're kind of, you know, they're just little henchmen. Little errand boys for Baby, essentially, right? I mean, I know they're fighting Vegeta, and then Baby jumps from Gohan into Vegeta and stuff, but yeah. Like, brother, people just don't care about them. That's it. Oh, yeah, look at the quotes. I'm curious to look at the quotes here. Let's look. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just no one cares about the character. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Remember, Turles' intro was fire. Above Tao, TNG, yeah. Alright. Let's keep going. Wait, what? Bro, no, no, see, this is wrong. Majub is Oob is way more of a character than Baby Gohan and Goten, man. Like, people would care more about Oob. Oob would also, I think for the most part, like, there wouldn't be that much excitement for him. But Oob is higher on the totem pole than Baby Gohan and Goten. I want to see a Dokkan Fest Oob. Oob as a character in Dragon Ball history is really disrespected. I would love to see Oob kind of get some respect for once. So I'd love to see a Oob Dokkan Fest. I think a Oob Dokkan Fest could be really fun, right? Bruh. Alright. Alright. Bro! People don't give a fuck about them, man. They just do not care about this character. That's it. They're saying, yeah, bro, I'm sorry. They don't care. Worst major celebration of all time? Maybe. Yeah, that could be true. Because it's like, certainly it's way weaker than any previous Tanabata was. The Tanabata celebrations were always way better than this. I'm going to be very curious to see how the 2026 TDC is going to look like. Because remember, this is the first time we kind of had this celebration. Because, you know, Tanabata was kind of broken up. And like the worldwide and Tanabata took some stuff, went into the spot where Tanabata used to be. And then the TDC kind of replaced where worldwide used to be. I'm going to be really interested to see what it's going to look like next year. For sure. But yeah, I mean, TDC is definitely up there. Like, worst of all time, for sure. Like, it's short list. I mean, there's not really too much to say. I did really like the character. I thought they're the best tag, like, design we've had. Band Unit Vegeta was good. AGL Golden Frieza was really good. But then, like, after that, it's like, damn, we had nothing, dude. Nothing. Wrath Broly's awesome, but, I mean, certainly, like, he's designed to be Festival Killer. Certainly, he should be better in regular content, though. Daima being 11th anniversary is completely fine. I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Like, Daima, make it New Year's, make it anniversary. Like, let's just get it out. Dokkan deciding drop nothing from the series the whole 2025 isn't fine. Well, no, I mean, they should. What they should have did is they should have dropped Goku and Vegeta and stuff and Goma immediately. Second one is what they should have did. And if not then, the next best time is the very next release. Get that shit out. Majin Ku and Do as a tag Dokkan Fest. We'll see. One thing I remember, point out that every tag character so far has been a Carnival LR or a Dokkan Fest LR outside of the 10th anniversary free-to-play unit, right? We've not seen a summonable tag character that wasn't a Dokkan Fest or Carnival LR. So just keep that in mind. No, I don't. We should not have gotten these guys and Tamagami Trio before. No. They should have dropped this fucker day one, right? And we should have had, like, and then, you know, release all the rest of the stuff. When you've got the new hotness, get it out. Drop that shit. Drop it. Makes total sense. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta haven't arrived yet. Slated for an anniversary release. So it fits perfectly. I mean, I guess you could kind of just, like, Super Saiyan 3 and then Super Saiyan 4 right there. Yeah, I guess like seeing it side by side, that does kind of make sense. I know a lot of people have said Power of Wishes, but even though these characters should definitely be on Power Wishes, I don't know if they're actually going to be on Power Wishes. I don't know. Hype does not equal something being anniversary worthy. UI Goku is probably more hype than GT Spirit Bomb. Feels way more grandiose to me. Well, let's here. Okay, here's the thing, right? UI Goku, like back when he was anniversary, this was way more of a fresh character. I like no UI Goku was way more deserving of anniversary than like the GT Spirit Bomb. I mean, I think GT Spirit Bomb and the Z Spirit Bomb, them being anniversary was very fun, and I think it worked well. But like, I mean, if we really have to go there, this was like the new hotness. Like, you're crazy. Like, he broke the fucking internet, man. Like, I don't know. Would Goku just dropping the Spirit Bomb for the 50th time back in 1997, it would have been, right? Would that have broken the internet back then if it existed? I don't know. But, like, UI did that. So I'm just saying. Just saying. But I've seen people say, like, oh, this was a terrible anniversary, stuff like that. Nah, I liked it. I thought these were great anniversary characters, right? They can't do fusions every single year. You can't. And if not for, like, it being, like, a fusion off year, I thought these, instead, perfect. I had no problem with these guys as anniversary characters. I thought it was really a fun one. That's why I think, like, we're going to do a fusion off year. These guys, big boys, could carry. And then I think, besides them, like, the other thing that comes with them can probably be nearly anything. So that's why, like, we could get, like, Namek in there. Or, I mean, I guess, I guess, like, Saiyan Saga or something, right? I do think so. Something like that. Alright. Calling it now, the Tanabata LR teams will end up being awful. Oh, I mean, yeah, we're on track for that to be true. Because, I mean, so he's saying this October 30th. So, I mean, we would have gotten, like, basically everything after, like, starting with Kid Gohan. I mean, Garlic Jr. does help. The problem, though, is that team wants to be movie hero and movie bosses. Garlic Jr. wants specific movie bosses. So, yeah, I mean, that's on track to be true. I feel like this will be true. But these teams just ended up not having enough, being enough. Anyway, we want to say that, right? So, all right. 13th year Dokkan will be the most important because Hero's longest running game of support ended on its 13th year. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, like, Heroes dying on its 13th year has anything to do with Dokkan or is a foretelling of when Dokkan would end or anything like that. I would assume Dokkan and Legends will go way past that. You never know, but I would say it is definitely up to the whims of, like, some executive at Shueisha who could just, you know, be like, that's enough, and, you know, cancel everything if they wanted to, right? But I don't know. Hard to say for sure. I would guess, and I would say high chance, 80% plus, that we'd be sitting here, we'll be sitting here talking about, like, okay, the 15th anniversary is coming up, right? Like, I'd give it, like, a nice 80% chance. Because I would want to sit, not 100, because, again, I do feel like some of these, like, I mean, like, CEOs, a lot of times, they overthink themselves into a bad decision. And I feel like that could potentially happen with, like, Dokkan and Legends in these games, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay, this is mainly just the same, but LR arts have immensely increased in quality. Oh, yeah. Chi-Chi's is great. Yeah, for sure. Trunks. Trunks? Maybe his standby. Let's look at that regular Trunks one. The standby's sick. We'll pull the standby up, but, like, let me see. I mean, it looks good. I got no problem with this, but this is not like, oh, damn, right? Like, it looks good. Like, we go here. This is, to me, this is heat. With all the different characters. Oh, dude, I love this shit, man. Oh, that's good. That's the good stuff. That is sick as shit. Okay. We got them. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. It's cool that it's the two of them next to each other. And then, oh, yeah, this is why people hate on this character so much, because they go, look at that art. He should have been #1 overall. Right? That's what they say. All right. Dokkan needs to have its own original character. I mean, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? I think we're a little bit past that point is the problem. You know, I don't think at this point we're gonna be getting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if we had our own shallot or something, that would be awesome. I wish they would have thought about that. Toshi, I mean, he was there when Dokkan and Legends both started, right? Like, they did it with Dokkan, and then he thought, fuck, man, like we gotta get our own mascot in there, and then he did it, right? So, I mean, he came correct the second time. It'd be amazing if we could have a proper crossover with another Dragon Ball game. Always feels so awkward when both games represent themselves, so we got nothing of value. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done like a proper crossover with one of these Dragon Ball games too, right? Like I definitely, it's, like we got rumors Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is coming. Hopefully we get like a nice big, Xenoverse 3 Dokkan Fest or something to celebrate its release. That'd be sick. I still am hoping we get Shallot eventually in Dokkan. I think that'd be massive as well. Tag mechanic has never been fully utilized to its potential. One side of the unit sucks is wonky. You just never see them because you have to wait 6 or 7 turns to swap into them. That would only apply to Kale and Caulifla. Why can't we swap turn 1 Goku and Frieza? Yeah, I mean this character would be completely fixed in my opinion if you could just swap instantly. Like, rather than an exchange animation that shows up in turn 4, if it was just an intro, that character, because then that character would be able to use the full power where you gotta, like, Goku is just way better. But, like, if your HP's low and you could go, Frieza would have damage reduction, and also, maybe you could take advantage of his damage. That would certainly help this character. I think, like, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 would make a ton of sense for a tag character you could tag right away from turn 1. Certainly. I think one thing that they really need to do with this next time we go to 1 is really make them feel different in how the tag is utilized. So I think, like, now a tag coming out where you could tag instantly from second 1 of the fight would feel so good. So for sure. A lot of tag animations end up being so mediocre and uninspired. I mean, is that true? Mediocre, uninspired. I mean, maybe he did have a shot of Zamasu there. Would we say that for maybe some of these Zamasu super attack animations? Lazy or uninspired? Let's look. Maybe. I mean, I feel like this is fine. I don't know. When it comes to animations, my standards are definitely on a much lower level than other people, I would say. Like, I am pretty satisfied most of the time. Like, I feel like these look fine, right? I mean, this one, I'm used to seeing this a million times from that Goku Black and Zamasu fight. How many times have I seen this, right? What? LR, Vegeta, and Trunks on release gap the game more than Beast did? No unit could compare to them. Vegeta and Trunks blew the gods and Force out of the water. That's true. Second best unit in the game when Beast dropped. Well, it was after Beast dropped, but I mean, yeah, not to nitpick. Still really good and couldn't even match him at times. At some points, yeah. I would still maintain, because of the target mechanic, Beast is the strongest character in Dokkan history. I think so. Like, right now, I would say I think Beast Gohan is the strongest unit in Dokkan history. Vegeta and Trunks definitely have a seat at the table, though. For sure. Yeah. It's so funny. Like, if you go back and look at it, like, people were kind of like, like, and especially, like, some global players were really lost later on. Like Vegeta and Trunks ended up being so underrated. I think a lot of that, we talked about this in a recent video, too, where a lot of people felt like they didn't deserve to be a Dokkan Fest, and I think they let that seep into their opinion of the character's performance, right? Chainsaw Man, the movie Reze arc has the best animation history. I have like no knowledge on Chainsaw Man. I've heard people say it's really good, but yeah, I mean, it's just that, I always go to it, but like a lot of times, like, it's like I could either, like, I could watch some stuff, or we could do a little bit of trophy hunting, and I pick trophy hunting, right? Right now, still, We're rocking Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I got a trophy earlier. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Dokkan... Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Dokkan could do more with the overall theming of the celebrations. Everything has been dumbed down to just having Era's intro play in the home menu. Actual thematical changes like this. Well, I mean, they have, but I mean, they've done some of that in the past. When I think about, like, what you're saying here, what really comes to mind would be, like, the 4th anniversary, where you would collect the Dragon Ball, like, the Shadow Dragon Balls, and then that unlocked an event, and then you fought some of the Shadow Dragons, and then it eventually unlocked, like, the Raid EZA, which eventually allowed you to get the Spirit Bomb GT Goku, right? This guy right here. Like, that's what I think of. They gotta make this guy available, by the way. Isn't he unavailable? Like, you could just... Like, unless you're playing during the 4th anniversary, you can't get him. So... LR Z-Bomb is a mess of a unit. I hate it. Wait, what? Great animations, but their only usage is their standby. Bro, they're about to be fucking 3 years old, man. This guy said, dude, the 3-year-old character is not good enough. Are you trolling me? Bro. Yeah, on release, they could definitely get caught here and there for sure, but they were still... Top 5 level character, man. Come on, dude. That's enough of that. Oh, anybody that has a playable character in Genshin is eligible for their own Dokkan Fest? Yeah. I mean, but we're not talking about the supporters at the bottom. So who would he be referring to? Didn't you just hate on Oob 2 seconds ago, buddy? Oob is on this list. I don't have a problem with any of these characters getting a Dokkan Fest. Android 18 doesn't have one. Yep, give her one. Caulifla, ooh, Baby. Yep. I mean, Baby's got one, but that version of Baby. First form Frieza, yeah, he does. Bojack does. Deborah doesn't. I'm down for a Deborah one. Yeah, I don't, like, what? Yeah, but, I mean, did you think anyone was going to disagree with this? I know you're not talking about the supporters. You're going to say, like, we need an Icarus Dokkan Fest? I doubt it. Vegeta, okay, we're getting on a little long. Dude, how many takes has he got? Jesus Christ. This man just went forever. Got 1 million. Oh my God. Bro, this guy went on forever. I might start speeding it up. God damn. I'm like, I'm giving too long answers. I'm like, yeah, we got to be closing in on the end here. Now, Jesus. Vegeta Blue 12 key is a top 3 worst animation from a recent headliner ever. I mean, okay. Look at these things, like these, like actual criticisms. Like, I can't argue against that. Yeah, I mean, but that 2023 worldwide, we did agree the animations weren't good enough. And then, like, remember, free-to-play characters coming out with, like, you know, anime-accurate animations. Dokkan dropped the ball on the manga characters. Everything about them is so lazily done. I'm okay with them. The Gamma's finish attack was not done justice. Colors aren't accurate to the movie at all. Charge sounds too fast. Yeah, this is true. No KO screen was shocking. Yeah. Yeah, they could do a new... Yeah, they will. They will. They will. Tag version, and we get the KO screen. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. That'd be so fire, yeah. And then an Orange Piccolo. Yep, I'm down. Dokkan... okay, well... Yeah, it's too LR-centric, but guess what? It's the highest rarity of the character. Legends is too Ultra-centric. It's a gacha game, right? Like, sometimes there's issues, and you just go, yeah, it's gacha, man. Like, you know, Ultras will be the best, LRs are going to be the best. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Free-to-play and banner unit characters being good is more important than you think. Depends on the character. For, like, you know, Baby or something, yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, Dokkan should know this is definitely true. If you know, like, I'm sure at least someone was looking at the Dokkan Fest LR Omega Shenron banner, like, Man, I'd love to pull him, but like, I mean, we've seen how many times villains have just gotten fucked in Dokkan history. Like, is he gonna get the help he needs? And yeah, he sure did, right? That's true though. Yeah, I wish they would understand if they made like better free to play characters, easy A's, people, it would probably lead to more summons. I think that's true. For this Piccolo, well, no, I mean Piccolo's gonna be on every single banner. Yeah, no. I would not recommend summoning to get banner units. Rildo needs to get a Dokkan Fest? Yeah. Well, I mean, now it's too little too late, because the next, like, monthly Dokkan Fest is going to be in March. So, yeah, like, Rildo you know, we probably wouldn't see Rildo could be, like, April Fools or something like that. That's why the games are locked to... Yeah, I don't know what it is with the... refusing to let it get collabs. It would be sick, yeah. Imagine if we had Sukuna and Dokkan. Be sick, yep. Kodo. Everyone loves Kodo. Alright, well, thank you, Trinks. That was good. But, Jesus, boy, this guy went on and on and on. Unit dropping was a waste of resources? Brother, you were just gassing up fucking Baby Gohan and Goten, man. Most undeserving Dokkan Fest LR. You know, I like this. I don't know. I can't. I like this like the way they did this. I do. So I just had another team that's forced to get buffs. I mean, the youth team is solid though. Nah, dude, Omega is fine. Maybe the Frieza and Gogeta, like another movie hero, movie boss's character for them, sure, but nah. Oh my god, this dude just kept going. Okay. Glorio with me is a similar thing with Hirudegarn, where me personally, he just fucking fails for me all the time. Same with Hirudegarn. Like, there is a point where, like, yeah, like, you know, Glorio's, like, good. Like, he's not, like, shit, but, like, I fucking hate Glorio, because he always fails for me, right? Like, I don't know, like, everyone's saying, oh my god, AGL UI Goku is so good, but you're, like, the one person where the UI Goku just dies every single run. Like, I don't give a shit what people are saying. That character fucking sucks for me. Like, I get it, right? That's what it is for Glorio. Glorio, in my hands, he fucking sucks, dude. He was great when he first came out, but this dude's been dying all year for me, man. Fuck Glorio. Fuck him. Multiple people acting like units taken from Super's dog shit. Yeah, well, what it is people will pick their favorites, right? Their favorites, and then the characters that they're going to build an agenda against. And depending upon if it's their favorite or a character that they want to hate on, like, the amount of damage they take is, you know, it's like, oh, like, they survived, so they're good. Or, oh my god, they took this amount of damage, so they fucking suck, right? It just depends on what characters people like. So, I mean, obviously, so you did the 6-7 intentionally right here? I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you did. Damage from bosses has gone up way too much. Yes. I think, to me, GDC power creep is the biggest fumble of 2025. This is the second... You're done. Relation to their kits? Wait. They're not even touching top 15. I'm sorry, it's GDC power creep, dude. Like, yeah, the way the year has gone, like, Vegito and Gogeta should not be, like, top 20 characters like they are right now in most of these fights. I agree. But I telling y'all, I think it's the GDC power creep. More so than a lot of the kits of a lot of these characters. But, all right, there we go. This was a mammoth right here. We talked on a lot of good stuff. No clue who we're using for the thumbnail, huh? Plenty of options and the title. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.